In my entire life, I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite so transparent and quite so contrived as Mason Mount's video, apparently for the benefit of Chelsea fans. Full of platitudes, full of cliches, full of banality, clearly pre-recorded, clearly scripted. I have no idea why Mason Mount has decided to do this. It was such an error, and it definitely subscribed to the theory where you should sometimes simply say nothing. It is a pointless video, a totally self-serving video, and it is put out there into the ether for one reason and one reason only, and that is for the benefit of Mason Mount. Do you agree with me here? Do you agree with what I'm saying? I would really like your feelings on this, so can you please comment below and let me know? And do you know what? If you agree with what I'm saying, that Mason Mount has done this for self-serving reasons, can you give this video a like? I just want to monitor it. I just want to see how people are feeling about this because I find it really fascinating. I'm so worn out by this, by everything around Mason Mount. The one good thing about this saga is that it is over. Chelsea fans, the split, the toxicity, thankfully this is over. Mason Mount is at the epicenter of such a lot of problems at Chelsea. Look, everyone knows that I backed him. Everyone knows that I think he's a lovely little player. But I am so ready for this period of our history to simply be over. And I tell you what, goodbye messages. What is he thinking? Like, get a grip of yourself. How arrogant do you have to be? The arrogance here, it honestly knows no limits. I mean, it's just pathetic. And in fact, it's totally narcissistic. Like, who do you think you are? I think it's so typical of a new generation. Particularly a new generation of footballers. Like, you know, when I was a kid and Gustavo Poyet left, he didn't write a soliloquy about Chelsea in the way that Kai Havertz did. You know, he didn't create some sort of cinematic version of himself in the way that Mason Mount has done. You know, delivering this monologue down the lens. He simply did the Judas thing, proved himself to be a wrong 'un, and he left. And he went to Tottenham. That's what happened. You do not need to make this all about yourself. This doesn't need to be some poetic journey. You aren't a character on a story arc. You've made a wrong move. You want to go and play for Manchester United. You've chosen Manchester United for the furtherance of your own career and the furtherance of the money in your skyrocket. But that's cool. You're allowed to do that. We're allowed to boo you. We're allowed to dislike you. And you are allowed to do that. This weird game where he's trying to pretend that he still loves Chelsea, where he's trying to convince Chelsea fans that he really cares about us. You've gone to a rival. You do not have the opportunity to tell us how you feel. How your feelings on this actually are completely irrelevant. You're a Manchester United player. So, congratulations. If that's what you wanted, congratulations. And this is what you wanted, because this is what you orchestrated. You wanted to go and play for Manchester United. You wanted to go and play in front of the Stretford End. You wanted to hear your name sung on the Stretford End, and you wanted to be part of Eric Ten Hag's project. So more fire to you. But own that. You cannot expect Chelsea fans to feel anything or any way about you when you are playing for Manchester United. Manchester United are a direct rival of Chelsea. I would say that whoever you asked, whatever generation of Chelsea fan you asked, Manchester United are certainly in the top 5. So there's a generation of Chelsea fans that would say Tottenham, Leeds, West Ham, Arsenal, Manchester United is in everyone's list. And you've gone to play for them. You have chosen to go and play for them. And you have done the Judas move. You have done a wrong move. You're Gus Poyet. You're William Gallas. You're Gordon Jury. You have decided that Chelsea no longer have a place in your heart. Chelsea are no longer relevant to you. And you want to go and play for a rival. So you're allowed to do that. But stop this pretense that you want to keep everyone sweet and you're a really nice guy. It's pathetic. Also, unless he bleached his hair very soon after recording that video has been sat in his drafts for a fair while, which I'm afraid is really weird. Like, Mason Mount needs to simply put the phone down and admit what he is and admit what he's done. He's now a Manchester United player and he should embrace that and he should be very happy about that fact because that's what he wanted. And he's turned his back on Chelsea. It is what it is. You are Gus Poyet. You are William Gallas. You are Gordon Jury. You are persona non grata at Stamford Bridge. But that's fine. Be a grown-up. You don't have to keep everyone happy all the time. Football, to some, is a business. And you're allowed to upset people along the way. You don't have to keep everyone happy. But this pretense that you want to do that, or this ambition to tell Chelsea fans that, you felt that they deserved more than a written statement, and, I really wanted to do this video to just let everyone know how I feel. Shut up. Shut up. Little drip. You don't need to do that. You're a Man United player. You know what? You can score against Chelsea and you can celebrate. There's no issue. Just be a grown-up and stop this weird pretense. You've turned your back on Chelsea. That's what's happened. You've turned your back on Chelsea in our time of need. We're 12th. We're 12th, we're not in Europe. We could really do with an England international who understands the club, who's a wicked midfielder. We could really do with that. But you've decided that that's not for you. You've made that decision for what? The furtherance of your career. You want to play in the Champions League. You want to play for a bigger club, which Manchester United are. Nobody would disagree with that. You want to play for Ten Hag, maybe alongside Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. Certainly a better midfield than what Chelsea have. Stretford End, I get it. Fine. But just be a man about it. Just acknowledge it. Stop this weird protective pretense. I don't understand it. And you've also done it for money. There's no two ways about it. You've done it for money. Which again is fine. But we don't need to pretend it's not for money. I heard Danny Murphy talking about Steven Gerrard's decision to go and manage in Saudi Arabia. And Danny Murphy was genuinely saying that Steven Gerrard has done this for footballing reasons. Why is everyone lying? Why is everyone lying? Just be honest. Steven Gerrard has gone to Saudi Arabia for the furtherance of his financial situation, to make his family generationally wealthy. And good luck to him and fair play to him. But let's not lie to each other. He hasn't made that decision. Danny Murphy, Steven Gerrard's mate. And he's going, no. The league over there is very competitive and Steven Gerrard has always dreamed of managing. So what are we talking about? He's gone for money. Mason Mount, stop pretending. You've gone for money and you've gone to play in the Champions League and you couldn't give a damn about Chelsea. So just own it, right? We're all grown-ups. You can do that. Gordon Jury, Gustavo Poyet, Andy Townsend, William Gallas can all be labelled as traitors. Legitimately labelled as traitors. You're in that club. You're in that club now. But you can be fine about that. You can own that. You don't need to pretend otherwise. And I don't understand why Mason Mount is pretending. You can't have your cake and eat it here. You can't choose Manchester United but go on this crusade to try and appease Chelsea fans. It doesn't work. So just grow up, own it, be a Manchester United player, be a villain, and stop being so delicate and precious and wet. Own what you are, which is now the villain. Own what you are, which is now a Manchester United player. You're going to try and score goals against Chelsea. Chelsea are going to earn, and I believe that we will, because I think he's a wicked player. And I think Manchester United are on the right course, annoyingly. Chelsea are going to earn another 5 million quid out of this. The reason we're going to earn another 5 million quid is because you were going to deliver for that club. That club are a rival of us. You're going to be playing for a team that aren't us. You're going to be competing with us. So you aren't us. It's easy. It's really easy. There, right there. But isn't it boring? These videos, what is going on? It's societal, this, isn't it? I think it's a sort of generation below me have this desire to sort of film everything. Not everything is cinematic. Not everything is filmic. Not everything is about you. Not everything deserves your feelings on the matter. You don't have to give your feelings. Mason Mount doing a video statement. Who do you think you are, the king on Christmas Day? I need to give my feelings on this. I need everybody to hear my feelings on this matter. No one cares. Everyone knows what you've done. You're not the Pope. We don't need a statement from you, mate. It's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. You do not deserve the eyeballs of the world on you all the time. It's incredibly narcissistic, and I just don't really understand it. I really, really don't. In terms of PR manoeuvres, I'm not sure that I can think of anything worse off the top of my head than Mason Mount's platitudes. It was so misguided. It was so wrong. It's rubbed so many people up the wrong way. It's even managed to make me just bored of the geezer. Like really, really poor. Let me know your thoughts on this. I would love for you to click the subscribe button. I would love for you to join this community. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please let me know what you think, by the way. If you agree with what I've said, give it a like, because that's what I want to monitor. And if you're new around here, my name's Rory. I talk about football a lot, and it would be my honour to welcome you into this footballing community. Cheers for watching. See you in a bit.